Alright. Hello and welcome y'all. I'm Michael here to show you Wobbledogs in game development. How's your day been? Streaming once more. The computer's on. There's still problems with the computer. For the most part. If you're wondering what's going on with that. That's been alright lately. I've been using a ritual. It's just so annoying. Technology is so silly sometimes, man. Still gotta figure out how to get the player off at a time and hold the gold dice move. I just remembered I have to play What's Outside tomorrow and check as well. Which you from itch.io. Still need to go play for the Steam Praise for like answer. Whoops. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Yeah. Finally got out of the 110 something. A while back. It's not too bad. I wanna get more videos out without doing much editing. Speaking of which, we're looking at a black void and all you can hear is my voice. I guess depending on how you look at it, it's not that bad. Well, code and time. I actually set up this. So we have to go back here. Oh, I guess it's on here as well. Something really nice and simple, but I really want to show you guys the shelf more than anything. So here's the code for the shelf. But originally it was on here. So now the shelf is empty. Added the pressing times for the shelf. But I set up the shelf in a way where it locates all the placements and locates, and it's got a list of scenes on the side here, so we can differ. This is Phantom Code at the moment, and then it's got an update self, so whenever it comes on, it will update. And then if it doesn't equal null, it will add in the item. So if it equals null, it won't. Apparently that looks really cool at the moment. It looks like this. Because I put some items in there. See, look at that. That actually looks amazing. Probably a good way of using that was a nice little visual indicator of your supply. Like we might even put cups up there. You know, supply of dishes and all that. I reckon that would be like really cool visual indicator. And then you can also have it up like here. Even like supply like tea, like, you know, extra supply and all that. It's pretty interesting. And then the point of it is that you're meant to be able to just go like, well, I want to put some bowls over there. And then we can play this. And see how we got the bowls. Look at that. That is cool. As I come. I'm actually really proud of that one. And I did basically similar to the counters, so you'd be able to change what's on the counters. And changing the variety of the counters will probably come in later. So where you have the dark wood or the brown paperback, where you have this white one here or this brown one here or this grey one. Even eventually you'll want to change the floors. So this current floor is Blood Apple. What? I hear these wife phones being noisy. I gotta do other bullshit too. Ah, that's fair. Good phone. To make sure that I have to check something for a moment here, so I'll be doing that. Look at the cool badass cafe. It looks kind of empty without the plates like on top, you know? Even if they all look boring and the same. Oh no, we're good. We're good. kind of confusing me what I'm looking at now. I went to get this reminds me when I'm looking at the phone here. I went and got some coffee. I wanted to get some of the Aussie beans. But they didn't have any Aussie beans, which is kind of annoying. I was willing to like buy like, you know, like half a kilo of them. So that's a lot of beans. If you don't know what that is. Yeah. Here's on my keyboard. That's basically the middle size. So kilo is the max size you can get at once, and middle size is what those bad boys are. Yeah, I wanted to move it to this top tier so you can adjust it from here without too much fuss about it. So it has its own stuff like this, and it has its own memory. That's what this was going to be, a very similar memory thing. I can see that, feel like this is not, I want to clear this, please. No. Thank you. Feel like that if I do something right here, I can actually get that working with inventory, you know. Oh. Eh. I don't know. I feel like I'm running around and saying that, whoops. That you're meant to have the 8 in their main. I'm just playing around with it. And it could be useful. Make things happen. I did play around with the oven a bit here. So the oven has got different like functionalities to it a bit more now. So see how it's got a different type of tier. I haven't actually turned, I guess I haven't really got turn on function, haven't I? You know, I need to add this animation player so we can have it on and off without too much fuss. So what we do here is on animation management. Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't really seen that, or I've just been blind to it this whole entire time. There's one other yellow. So what we do, I guess we might as well do off first. I don't know what I did on first. Sometimes you just want to turn it off, you know. I turn it on, you know. On. So all we need to do is not really make anything fancy. I guess we do have space for, if we do want to make something fancy, you know what I mean? Like if we want to go down that road, we can in this situation. So all we need is this. That will stay on, and then we need to tell it to, where is the visibility thing? So where you living? Right down there. You tell it to be off, and then when we go on, I don't know why I didn't do this before. Like it's God knows why. I've also got some really nice to try in the afternoon or anytime I could try this because it's not alcohol free. Like it's like proper low alcohol to the point where it's fairly like noticeable alcohol free drinks around here that I got for $40. On the other line, like to give you a concept of how bad the taxes on alcohol in Australia is, just like that bottle was either like, I'm pretty sure it was like $80. It could be 60, but I'm pretty sure it was $80. So that's $40 more than the non-alcoholic version of the same drink. Like that is insane. Then I was a bit mean when after the lady asked, I know it had no alcohol, and I'm like, yes. Because he asked for my default, I'm like, what? I'm gonna go on use that very well. Or I'm sure I'm gonna be sick of the dog before I ever get in any other type of fun away from it. See, there we go, got it on. And then it's meant to turn off. And all that. I don't know why I didn't do that actually sooner, you know? And then what we want to do is, oh, I like this part. Get this, dunk it in there. Don't like how these are good. Feel like this chair is slowly collapsing on under me. It's annoying, you know. You could just feel it. Sometimes you know how you feel big things slowly sliding underneath you. That's what it's annoying now with the chair. See, I did the animation player, so then I didn't have to like tell it to turn off and on. And maybe someday I could do something fancy with the light where it goes up and down. Or even easier to add sound. So it saves me writing at least 3 lines of code. Or maybe even 4, because I will have to make a new function. I have to make a new line for the frame, line for the light, and then maybe line for the sound later. And all that. And with this being on as well, I guess you can easily just, and then just go straight to off as well. And then it saves me lining a line for that, you know? That's where we're at with that one. I don't know why I didn't do it sooner, like. That's like one of those moments, like, it was right there. Like, what was I doing? I finally got those clearly juices working, man, last night. Like, figure out how to do the placement. I gotta do the placement for this. Do the points. Display. See how the display down here is gonna fall down there? I'm gonna figure out the best way to do that, so then I don't have to do too inconvenient. I guess it didn't really matter if it's inconvenient for me at that point. As long as it has to be itself, like as you can see, if we went to here, and then these points are the mine itself as well. It needs that same code. But if we go into here, as long as I have the points up here, so then each individual instance of that item is different from each other. That's the reason why I want to use the pack scenes. Is the best example I can give to tell you why I want to do that, you know. The pack scenes are basically the scenes like this, so I can spawn the player in there if I truly wanted to. They're just like little nodes and everything at the moment. If you don't exactly know what they are, okay, this share is annoying me. And basically each instance can have its own type of fragments, I believe. Own type of ones. If I do this properly, I'm overthinking it now, but if I do this properly, where it can have its own, I believe it's possible. I have to think that now. I'm questioning everything. But that's the reason why, in theory, I should be able to set these up to have their own. So their own, like, memory of what they have right there. In theory. Or have to do something else as well. I don't know. That's for later I need to figure out. As well, I think it is possible to do that because things they are basically they are the same thing, but in this case, because this one has this, they aren't the same thing. I have to really think, man. Good thinky times. If you don't know how to do the pack scenes, I actually got a video coming up on that soon. Where if you are confused, the new wording on this and everything like that, and all that. So. And then I had to do that so it stopped like being like there was nothing living here type of action. Yeah, export. So we get to put something in it. Gotta figure out how to add something there without, you know, implicating every other bit of code. I'll figure out something. So in theory you should be able to put whatever you want on each one of these shelves. Hopefully we get to that theory working out nicely. Oh well. I didn't realize that was that bad. Covered each other. That's kind of annoying now. That I know that. Alright, let's go to see these cute little doggies. Okay, I need to knock you out from seeing everything. Oh yeah, I gotta play some things that I can. You know, I'm surprised it worked on my tablet thing. It's kind of like it basically is a computer, but not at the same time. Crazy doggies. It's like my desk covered in dogs. I got another border collie coming soon. The brown border collie. Got his face down, I just need to put his ears on, and half his body's done as well. Got little paws. He's actually gonna look really cool, I reckon. I haven't done the golden border collie that I want to do yet. I still haven't got any black wool as well. I'm actually interested in doing like a what they call long stitch, which uses wool. So I've got 2 paintings of long stitch, which looks so cool. And I believe, by the look of them, they seem to be they seem to be Australian themed. Well, long or white, I don't know. You know. Well, I guess we're using the spline. I feel like at the moment, and then also want to do a bit of cross stitching, which is basically what it sounds like, cross stitch with, but cross stitch uses cotton more. So I wouldn't mind actually doing at least one pattern of that. I feel like that's really cool. At least do one of them. I have to get a needle that I won't poke myself with either. Much. But I feel like if you're doing the crochet little doggies, I got a plastic one here, and I'm kind of glad I got the plastic one because I've seen the dude, the guy I was watching, like doggies just eating away. Oh, dog! Oh god, yeah, I've seen the dude that I was watching use a metal one. I'm like, why do you want to stab yourself? And this one doesn't stab me as much as the metal one. This poor doggy. Extras is what there. Extra knows what's up. Oh, Bagel, you actually look really cool, mate. Extra's like dinner. Who is young dog? Child dog, get in there. Before Extra eats it all. Extra's really on a job here, so get in there, mate. Extra's just like, this is all mine. Probably, what are you doing with my food? There we go, mate. Good little doggy. Extra must have not really like dog that much. Oh, yeah. I see that you didn't favour dogs that much. I get it, mate. Clearly you had favourites and dog was not one of them. Unless dog was, I don't know. Maybe you were excited all this time to eat its meat. Oh god. You be careful there, mate. Oh, you're gonna end up like dog. Joined by Extra. I guess you don't have to work too much. Oh, Bo, what the hell are you doing, mate? Eat something, Bo. Buddy. That's why I feel like Extra must not really like dogs as much. Oh my god, you look so cute as well. They all look so nice. Let's go with another dog. I'm pretty sure I remember doing one of these bleedings of dogs. Let's do these two. I'm pretty sure I played them once. I can't remember exactly what it was. Like, memory is a sieve. Even if I did this a week ago. Great. I'm gonna pull out the tea. I'll just keep on talking so you can hear the tea. But then it's kind of counterintuitive. Sometimes you just want to hear the tea pour. If you're interested in hearing the water pour down. It somehow wants to knock that out. Oh my god, you look really cute. Like, I have to be honest, I really like this dog. Just the way this dog looks. Just, this looks so cute to me, man. All the legs, all the heads, like, oh my god. I really like to look at that dog. Ah, we got more tigers! Yeah, let's get some tigers in the house now. Well, not really, but hey, hopefully that doesn't mean bad news for yourself, but hey. Actually, I want little horns, I gotta look at those little devil horns. We all know you're a little devil. That's what we can call this dog, little devil dog. Up to misfit, it'd be. Ooh, I like the look of you, mate. Oh, this one's even got more sharper horns. Look at those little horns. This one's a true red devil, this one is. It's giving us a warning. But I won't take no warning. Well, these guys are hanging out together. They look really cool. I don't know exactly how big they are. I don't think they're that big either, which is good. Well, that's the reason why the dogs get so big. If you truly want to know, I can't concept how big they are. Yeah, that explains a lot in games I make. I want to get you, and then we can get you over here, mate. You have a different tail we transform into. Well, but you have the sharp horns. I want the sharp horns. Those pointy horns. I really like his pointy horns. Really gives that devil dog look. Eh. Now we realize what's influenced that now. Oh my god, look at him! Oh, look at you, mate. What kind of buggy you look like? You look like someone else, not just a tiger, I'm losing the horns. Gotta get one of these little lean dogs. I guess it's not that bad. Hmm. Jumping around. These look so good. Look at all these doggies. Oh my god, yes sir. Look at this little bugger. And you, my friend. Or do we want to go for... Ooh, yes. Look who's got some horns. More horns. Or we want to go for more orangey. I actually don't know. I might like the brown a bit more. Stripy ways. Look at that. Ah. Oh, dude, you alright? Let's go for you. Which one of these two that I want? Out of the green boys. I'm getting pretty, as a discern, didn't I? Hey. We got little horns. They both got little. I think I might go for you, mate. Jumping and pouncing around like a wild dog. You will. I think I want you, mate. Got a blue in there? Do we want to go for you? Gotta look after those pointy horns. I mean, the horns, man. My bites are coming in here now. Things are starting to get that brown in. I think we go for the two brown boys. Yeah. They should arrive at enough differences so we get some variety, yeah. Mate, I like the look of ya. Look at your colours. Nations. Now we have to look for little devil doggies. What's our favourite? Go for a bit of you. Okay. Noise coming on. That's like better performing anyway these days. Pretty good. CPU temperatures. Let's see the CPU temperatures. I don't know whether they didn't tell me, you know. Kind of annoying. But I guess you could tell. This game tends to not really perform that high level if you were curious. I have to be careful with my bad boy. I mean, they perform semi-high level, but it's not like as high as some other games I wanted to. I think the short one's lower than Dingo would be on the way. Dingo one's a bit more higher level. Yeah, that dog looks like he's about to murder somebody. I don't need the serial killer the doggies. Let's go with that. He's going to hang him out already. He's a strange coloration. I guess we can go for him. The outlier. And then, which one of you little buggers to go for? Which one has the coolest horn? I think maybe you. I still want the stripes, so I'm going to be biased about the stripes. Actually, you know, the one behind you, because I want these eyes to still be in the mix of anyways. Oh, there's multiple different eyes. This is problematic. No, I'll keep these eyes in the mix. Well, it actually reminds me of something else. I feel like it reminds me of something in our winter culture, but I can't remember what it was. In its own way. Is that subtle coloration? And there's shades of colours too. I don't know. Or it reminds me of something else. I can't remember what it was. Exactly. Which one of these little buggers should we get next? We're still going pretty well on this one. We got Buckstock at the moment. Which ones? Let's go look at these buggers' horns. Which one do we want? Go for. We got a nice little bronze coloration now. I don't know. I like you. Bit better than the one with the higher one. Oh, they got dueling heads. Or do we want to go for you? Yeah. Problematic, isn't it? I think we go for you too. Let's see whether you two would be. Actually should bring a bit more in the mix because then that far away, but yet that close, I guess. No wait. Oh, you look like you got a bit of a purple shade to there. I'm a bit unsure what shade he's meant to be. You got more stripes. Fun look at you, mate. Let's go for you. Yeah, maybe you. No, I think you're more purple. I'm a bit unsure, you know. Yeah, I feel like you're purple. I'm not overly into the green. That shade of green. I kind of like shade of green earlier. Wow, what does he look like? Oh my god, beautiful boy. Even this is still a shade of green, but I kind of like that bit better than that real, I don't know, that real, what you think, typical green. Look at all his legs. This man, he's got a sturdy stand about him. Or dog, or woman, I don't know the gender of the dog. Well, this is a lot like I think German Shepherd stance, is that they have, or what are those, what are the type of dogs that have like a stance where they're behind, the front legs are higher than the back legs. I think it was German Shepherd. Got the nose pieces on my glasses, it's kind of annoying me at the moment. Speaking of which, I should wipe my eye before I dirty them. Because it just end up being oily. Okay, well, we need to feed some dogs up in the prison. What are your name? Buster, helpful, I guess. There you go, mate. Ghost dog. Oh my god, this is Ghost Dog. Ghost Dog 1. Ghost 1. There we go. Oh, you look like the explanations. What the hell is got? I didn't realize we had that, like... Oh, these two are very similar. I didn't realize how close they got to each other. Oh, we actually have we have a lot of doggy eggs here. One of darkness. I do want to do them in order. I'm not gonna break the order. I just can't remember, you know, the generation thing. I knew that was gonna happen. Eventually, it's inevitable. I like how darkness became one of the more lighter ones over time. That's really interesting. He like, you know, I want to change how I look, and that's okay, mate. As long as others don't force you to do so, that is all that matters. I guess I'm trying to make them black. That is, I was thinking, how can I remember the point of all these honeycombs, but now I remember that. Trying to make them a little darker. I didn't realize how dark, until now, how much of a darkish brown he has on him. You know, like, see how this one has a real lightish brown? He has proper dark brown outside. Pretty sure these ones' parents are probably long gone. So confusing sometimes. I feel like it's really hard to teach them like tricks, especially the way I'm doing it. It's really hard. Tiger! Oh, Tiger's got those colorations. In the moment, that's the reason why we had a lot of that. Oh, Ghost Dog 1 is Ghost 1. It's too small to get hit. I guess I'm gonna replace it. Replace Ghost 1. Ghost Dog 1. I think Ghost Dog 1 is a bit easier than Ghost 1. I don't know, it's just something about that way. Even if it's a longer word, it feels better to say Ghost Dog 1 rather than Ghost 1. Oh, still deleting the things. I don't really have an area where it snows up and around here. Oh, collect that. God, I got a mess everywhere. just like me. And everything's in a mess, so yeah, I've got everything set up. I guess it's not that bad. My setup isn't. So you look at my desk and realize there's a whole army of dogs. It's still done, not really that messy. I have to clean it up lately a bit. Now the whole army of dogs is gonna be dirtying it. Be the part of the color on top. And the wool. I've known what to put my like wool that I'm generally want to use. Also got I got a really nice website that'd be really cool to look around, see what they got on them. But I just wants to order stuff from eventually. What's going on down here? Is something else going on down here? Yeah, it is. Oh, that is very interesting. It's insane that I can somewhere around here, isn't it? Yeah. That must be I must be selecting what's over here. That's insane. That's a bit wild too. He wants to see what's up on the roof. Yeah, I get that sometimes. When you look up, sometimes you see sometimes you see things you haven't really seen before. See things from a different angle. Wow. Yeah, you can really tell like werewolves. Is this one of the picture where it's like werewolf one that I made as a character? Someone had a bird there. I'm surprised. You think the older videos would be like pointing out a bit more? It's kind of silly. I see like videos that are 50 years old that I've clearly seen, well, not 50 years old, but like years old, like more 4 years old that I've clearly seen. It's just like, no, you want to watch this again? I guess it's fair enough. I think I watched once a few years back towards if I ever go to a new person that I watch. Watch like a few years back, at least. Dust is off. Oh, what the hell, guys? Eat food! If you're hungry, here you go. Oh god, I've given them the wrong food. But I guess they shouldn't be hungry. Oh, well, good job, mate. You alright, bro? Nah, just wants to look at the roof still. Oh, Buddy's getting old. Hang on, I don't think Buddy getting old. Buddy, you're not meant to get old today. If I can remember what I'm what I was meant to get some. Oh, I'll bring out Sophie. Oh, I don't know how dog ended up all the way down here. Really, I think someone has it out for dog. And it's clearly the one right here, a little extra. I guess he's still little, isn't he? You know that generation thing where they came, especially I don't know. I guess around the world will probably know what I mean. A lot of people probably do when they came into the school and teach you about military, about soldiers of the World War II, World War One. Was that basically one thing they pointed out was that they were small, way smaller than what some of the kids were when I was in high school. The same thing about here we go. Here is extras dinner. Oh, extra. You can't murder that thing, sadly, but hey. Feel like I'm doing so. I guess Buddy is pretty dark in general, like he's got the darker colorations. I guess that's not very light, isn't it? That his body's turning darker. Don't know how I'm gonna get a copy. It's technically my yellow water got one, but I want to get like a one with the like proper. Oh, little buddies getting the pats. There you go, mate. Since I started, I might as well finish what I was doing. That's anything that should not be said on the outside lands. He's committed for something here. Maters over here. What are you after? Oh, I'm just curious what he wants, you know? Or what they want. I don't know what they want. Is it cake? No? What I want to do? I'm just curious what the dog's after. Committed for something, aren't you, mate? Oh, you just want to sleep in the food or you just go tuck yourself out. Oh, buddy, what are you doing? Oh. I need dirt around you. I have a bit of dirt, buddies. Yeah, I'm not feeding them very well. Very healthy foods. Are you alright, dude? I would assume so. Must have the zoomies. As they say, I don't know. They're kind of weird, I think. Bennies. Someone's getting more pasturely colours coming in. Oh, even lighter than extra, god. Noodle's got the light coloration. Oh, Noodle's now an adult. Oh god. Yeah, I didn't realize that was gonna come along. Ghost one, I need to pet you. Oh, Extras is knocking you out, Tiger. Tiger dog. Tiger dog. Got a tiger dog here. Tiger dog. Extras public, that's my pet. Oh, seems like he's bored too. Oh, let's report Gizmo down here. Okay, get Gizmo to watch upon us all. Oh well. There we go. Just still here outside. Everything. Oh god, I feel like this shirt is. Still haven't like set up my desk mat yet. Whoa, I lost some bats. Clearly, you want to save that for later. Oh, extra wants a belly rub, I see. There you go, mate. This is really what my dog would do every time they wanted a belly rub. You alright? No, that's just because you. That's such a strange way. He just wanted to have a bit of food, bit of entertainment. He must be getting bored in his old age. Oh god, Ghost is becoming more ghostly. Oh, green ghost instead of white, instead of blue ghost. I see. It is how it looks like it's coming along to me. God, he's so light. Yeah, you better eat something. Good job, mate. I might as well head just up. Yeah, I feel like some chocolate, but I didn't get anything to shop. I'm like, yeah, I had enough chocolate, yeah. Oh, he turned around. Think I'll be more excited about that when I realize that, wouldn't you? Although it's a lighter brown, so it's fresh from all. What, you alright? So we're gonna give Hopeful a nice pant. I'm gonna do this. Yeah, it's also kind of annoying when you get those little small eggs with how they get wet like that. Someone wants entertainment. Playheads and you saying, are they? You must attain all different information if you have playheads. I don't know. So that means you technically have 3 brains, so, don't know where that goes. That one's in the palms if each area is in charge of different places. Oh, you got some duck ears. You want your black dog, your puppy ears? Or teenager ears? No, puppy ears it is. That's a bit of a counterweight on there. You know what, dude? Oh, God! Knockout! Poor dude. Oh, knocked out again. Old dogs are after ya. Old Tiger came in. Tiger came in like a weapon. No. Isn't that actually what the isn't that the same song? I don't know for sure. Tiger came in like a wrecking ball, man. Hopefully that one's alright to say. Oh my god, look at all those. You're using all those legs, getting those all those legs to work by the look of it. Dude, you gotta eat something, mate. Pretty reasonably important to eat something. What are you doing? You look like you're thinking about eating it, but you're like, you know, nah. Oh, sleepy times. Nero looks so cute, actually. I really like how Nero looks as well. It all looks so cute. Oh, God. And Nero's a happy doggy. Yeah, I got some cotton here because I need to find plain like cross stitching fabric so I can make my, you know how we got the dark with flawless kookaburra. I want to make that in cross stitching. I need to set that up too for the future merch drop possibilities. I guess I kind of got it mostly set up. When I did Redbubble. Hopefully I get my 10 back. Hopefully they don't steal that for me. I guess I got this, don't I? Here's my chocolate. Should have knocked off the orange sherbet I had. Had some of that. I actually went back to that shop and got lemon sherbet as well. And some other things. And more finger limes. But then apparently I forgot to get that one finger lime. So that went off. It actually went off worse than the one I got previously. I'll not forget about the wet banana I got. That's where they go. It comes into the problem with food that I don't mind food, but at the same time, it's kind of hard to work in with the days as well. So if I don't forget, I should have that today, basically. Well, I actually wouldn't mind having it sooner, but then I forgot, you know. Oh, these little buggers. Oh boy, mate. This extra doesn't mind the rough housing. Sometimes extras know, oh man, you don't know if he likes the rough housing or not. No, actually, someone's got themselves nearby the food. Must not have a big baby dog at the moment, I think. Well, I could be wrong. Ghost, mate. What? Oh, okay, someone just came knock you out. I was thinking you better have something to eat, mate. Ghost must be almost a first generation off one side off with the first beginning dogs. In a way. Don't know. Or even a couple. It looks very similar to the setup of them. Desaturated colours, or someone had finally got the desaturated colours. That's why we got Buddy here being our immortal bugger. So we can eventually, you know, let him die with these old genes death in them. I actually got my excavated and also sound. Haven't got those things back yet. I have to wait. But that's my shoulder has been looked at for once. And a lot of people's got fragments of being able to figure out the third and final one. Tasting the chill. You're too skinny for your own good, mate. Oh yeah, we forgot about our new adult, didn't we? Oh, extras here. Extra wants to be like the torture. Because like I was asleep, stop annoying me. Probably thinking. Now let's go export and import. Oops, wrong tag. This tag. I've got a little gizmo here. Watching up on us all. Oh, gotta find out. Gotta get a dog like Gizmo, man. Problem is, I'm gonna need the main body, like head and like yellow more than anything. More the yellow brown, yellowishy color. As well, got this golden wool color to cover that, and the corky colorations. Alright, let's get our star buddies in. Noodle, try and do some bleeding with them. Where should we go with Noodle? Let's go you two with Noodle. Or you and Noodle, so. Oh, I guess you four technically. It depends on who you want to count each head as a dog or not. Yeah. Noodle's ancestry isn't alright. We can go for this. And this. Let's go. Onwards. Ooh, I like that. Where did... Got another three-headed dog here. More weird. You do get what I mean, that kind of look, that ghost one looks kind of like that style of not too far removed from the default dog generation look. Let's go. What do we desire? What are we after? You know, I don't mind the look of you, mate. Then what else want to go for you? Oh, look who's got the feeds! Let's go. Let me see heads. All these dogs, let's just look at them go wild. I think go for you two. Oh my god, we got a four-headed dog! We're still gonna keep on going, but... I think good for you. Yeah, you both have the same tail. You're both similar. Now we got our four-headed maniac. Oh god, four buggers sparking now. Hearing them on sing barking. Oh. This one's got four blades. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Have four blades all in all. You have a good dark buddy. Good for you. And we got a four-headed dog. Of course, we will. I guess it'd be you two, won't it? Make sure we have all four legs. Yeah. Or all legs on all sides, it's the same. Gotta imagine this, you know how sometimes dogs like bark at each other when passing. Imagine having your four-headed dogs just go barking. The devil dog, how dare they? Oh, this one's got three-headed. Four-headed dog just barking like a maniac. What one? Let's mix these two together. Oh, they still got different ears. Let's see what we got now. I'm still thinking a darker body Asian colour, didn't I? which one do we want to go for as well. I don't know. Maybe you just get some drastic differences. Oh wow! Oh God, he's green. Wait away! Christmas colors. He wanted some high contrast to himself. That's what he wanted. He's like, I don't want to be the same color as my parents. I want to be different. Which is fair. You can always see a different dog if you wish to be. That's like a new post in the community post thing. Or it becomes, you know, I'm up. I'm kidding with that. I wouldn't mind actually going in there again with little bugger. Mine's have still got pretty good now, positive with the eggs. With darkness, I want to see what happens with darkness. We haven't really played the game. He's got that like elation. Probably why. Still keep the dogs small, like. I already got the achievement for a big dog. I don't really want them to be very big. I feel like they do get more hungry. Or it's just they're very big and run around like wild dogs. Problem one now. Oh, look at your blues. Your blues are cool, mate. Then we might as well get you. Get a pink one there. Oh. Got an type of ghost dog. What about you? Someone's howling up to the darkness. You know what? You charmed me, mate. Still can't have the full bananas. It's kind of annoying. Last banana I got, I actually didn't let it go out, didn't I? They're trying to back for me. I actually want to get some Turkish bread. There's some Turkish bread I got a little while back from the market. It's like proper farmer's market type thing. I'm down to the next day. I wish I go for longer, you know, it's kind of annoying. But I guess I probably out of stock by the time 11 o'clock one's out. Because I actually would like to go the ones up north because that's the best way probably getting the moose that we like. I don't know why they haven't fallen down, you know, the local ones. But like the moose I really like is up north more. So they're highly likely to be there. Or I just have to order it in and pay the shipping. I don't really want to pay the shipping, you know. I want to spend that money on getting more goodies from smaller businesses than wasting it on shipping. I guess that's probably a good argument for not wasting it on the shipping. That's pretty so annoying. The shipping would be really, you know how, I wonder how much, like, when you think about it, how much everything would change if, let's say, the postage system went public, which means that they don't work as capitalists, so, which means that highly likely they will deliver your stuff for free because they're substituted by the government, is what type of public I mean. Which means it's cheap for you to send something and get sent something. So the point of where you can do it for free, let's say you get free postage in this system, imagine how different everything will be. Yes, there'd be a whole ton of more packages coming through the system as well. But if you get the workers on there, substituted by the government more, so the government pays those workers. Like there's some places in Australia that does this, and it works really well. It does it with schools, pays the cleaners, the Department of Education does, and it works really well. I worked in that area, and that's how it goes. These are people looking after branches, and that also means, I don't know how many people know this, but a lot of time out in the rural areas, you have a lot of post offices closing down of recent times. And so you get those back into where they're more functionality. It will probably really help, really change a lot of things. And imagine being a small business where now you just open up an endless supply of goodies, you know, that you can send it anywhere you want. And in a way, it can actually become cheaper if you perform this correctly, do it wide. In the long run, it probably become cheaper if you do it correctly. Which sounds weird, but eventually it becomes cheaper, and then you also get more people out in different towns as well. So you probably get more people out in rural towns looking after these post offices. Like, even if they were owned by a person, it's still better than the current system. Like, they're owned by a person who gets paid. That's true. That's still kind of capitalism in its own way, but even that's still better than, or someone gets paid to look after the building. It's probably a better way of doing it and explaining it. It's more what the idea, why more what I'm trying to put down there is better than the current system. And then even then, the government can change it to where you can make every post office and every depot, delivery place renewable energy as well. And you can set up more depots that does packaging as well to do the extra packaging. But then, like I said, in the long run, I feel like it will be cheaper. Well, I'm not right about that. I don't know. I just have a feeling that if you do set it up like that, it will eventually get cheaper to run it in a way. And then actually, even if it doesn't, even if it costs more in general, the extra you're getting from people probably buying more stuff. So let's say your flow went from, you had 10% of your new flow, 10% being the old flow coming in, like packages coming in, all that, or even double the input. You're still getting, at least in Australia, there's still tax on those objects. When someone buys something that mainly goes in the post, it isn't like food or fresh vegetables that doesn't get taxed. It is stuff that do get taxed, you know what I mean? And then it just comes flowing through the system, and because people aren't worried about wasting their money on the post office system. In a way, you technically still spend money on the post office system, but you spend less money on the post office system than what you do if you were just buying these in general. So in case people buying stuff through the post, getting it sent to them. But it doesn't exactly, and then still then might increase more vehicle traffic, yes, but you also be able to lower that down and change how those vehicles run. You can make those vehicles run more renewable energy, which really gets picking it through. You want to use renewable energy more for these services. Even the same, it'd be a good way to, let's say you had a train from Brisbane to Melbourne, and then if you fill up that train, have a lot of those trains coming in through, picking up stock and dropping off stock along the way. It is still pretty efficient, especially more efficient than trucks. Trains are pretty efficient things, and you can still have that combined with passages. I reckon that, I don't know why they're not done anymore. I guess people don't. I guess it just shows how lazy things are. You can even combine that with traveling, with bringing people along, or still have personal stock, personal deliveries on those type of trains. If you had something from Brisbane to Melbourne all the way down, passing by Sydney and all that, and then offshoot to the Capital Territory as well, and offshoot off to the rural lands. Still, I don't know, Will is big in its own way. But then if you set up your distance wide, it's not really that big. Like you can easily get a good train system that really changes that area, I reckon. I don't know. Take that as you will. But that's my idea behind it, what I would suggest in that kind of field. Whether it's effective or not, I don't know. But that really help with people making their own businesses, with smaller businesses rising up, because then you don't have to go through the effort of buying a shop. I feel like a lot of time these days as well, I'm still talking. It feels more like when you, back in a time, yeah, you could go buy a shop, but then it feels like you need to think about how a different way to look down the tunnel. How like someone really gave a good idea of what someone who went off and bought a farm, they were pretty fortunate in that way. But if you've got a bit of land, a bit of area, even a bit out on the balcony, you can start a farm right there. If you figure out how to do it, you can start almost a farm anywhere, you know? As long as you have the space. But you don't need to have kilometers or miles of space, is what I'm trying to say. The balcony, if you have enough room, bit of food pot plants on it, you can probably make a farm out of that. You can become a gardener. Sometimes it's different between the farm and the gardener. I feel like the gardener has to think more small scale, so I guess in a way it's more of a garden than a farm. I don't know. Well, I guess the farm can also be the one who makes money from their garden. I don't know. It's nice coming at me. I don't know the specifics. Probably go down there. I had the idea of what the specific difference was in my mind. But what I'm trying to say, you could easily, say you got a bit of land, a bit of space even in your house, you can probably grow certain plants in your house that goes food. Even just growing food for yourself is pretty good. Even going it for the community live around, like that's why I like the idea of community gardens, and it feels like there's a way that you can set them up to where they best suit the needs of the people. Like, you know what I mean? That you got to start thinking differently and out of the box, because it's too much. The box is now, everything's just going so now. Okay, Niddle's trying to be an asshole. Our mate. Please don't grab everybody. Was he a dick again? looks like you have someone. Oh god, he's got kicked. Do I did look at it? Yeah, that's what I feel like right now. Is that I feel like even in the garden space that I'm in, the community garden, which I call the garden around where I am, I feel like in a way, if I play my cards right, you could actually, make some money out of that. Where it is sustainable or not is a different question. But even if it's not sustainable in capitalism ideology, it still will make the cost of that garden cheaper to one. If you can figure out how to get it running. And then figure out how to recycle things you already got. Like I've been putting the coffee grains down there. Even still then, that's in higher supply just from me. And the tea leaves that I've been using, I've been throwing it back in on top of the garden as well as now. But the problem with that, it's not enough to really make a difference as well. So it doesn't really matter if I throw that on there. But it is better throwing it on there than it is, throwing it away. Because then you have more of a problem. And whether it decomposes properly or not doesn't really matter too much. It's just not doing it in, a spot concentrated with it. And it can do it as well. something they have a big problem with a lot of landfills is that at times it runs into a point where they can't, where like organic matter can't actually be decomposed properly or at all. So it makes it harder for all that to, so it makes it worse to be there, and a lot of that stuff lasts longer than what it needs to or should be. I don't know about the rest of the world, but Australia tends to be slowly moving away from single-use plastics little by little and all that. Actually, one thing I was surprised about when going back over the border to New South Wales at one point was that I went into a point where they had plastic cups, and I was like, is this even illegal anymore? Because it's been to the point where you aren't really allowed to have much any single-use plastics at all. So the coffee cups at the moment have been turning away from there. It's still a type of plastic, but usually that plastic that you just can't do anything with. That at least, bioplastic, one step up, Maybe not ideally, but hey. And a lot of them are more paper cups as well, probably with plastic lining, I would assume. Or maybe I'm wrong as well. I would assume would be. Even still, then I feel like they could do more with them as well. Like there's an idea I see thinking around thinking about when I was on YouTube where they were recycling the coffee grains to make coffee cups. Like that's a cool idea to me. Feels like a lot of things may limited in the way you think, and it's kind of annoying. Like you're looking at the world, basically, as they say think out the box, but the whole world is in a whole box. And sometimes it doesn't feel like it encourages a lot of that thinking out of the box as well. A lot of things, I don't know, get the feeling that a lot of things need to change at the current moment it is. There's a walk there, mate. You good to go? I'm a mad dog, or, I'm mad or I'm a genius. It's one or the other. He's still looking up. We just have to see what goes on. Actually, I think at one point they were talking about substituting electrics, like clean energy for smaller, like medium businesses that weren't too big, or any business the medium that uses the excuse will cost too much, or any business that uses the excuse will cost too much. Trust me, mate. I guess that's a good way of, if you make your whole grid renewable energy, like if in Australia we did this back in 2010, I think there was a big thing about that before assholes got voted in. Basically 10 years ago, or more 10 years ago now, like I'm talking about 2010 here. If we back then made our energy field, or most of it, green, we would have saved a whole ton. We would have saved probably thousands or millions even then. Oh god, every man these dogs in here. Packet's getting old. It's just like, I want to come in here too. Bunny's getting old. Well, Bunny, there is no more immortal drugs for you, my friend. I feel like that if I was watching this in a different country that wasn't Australia, but I feel like Australia would probably do alright doing an ideology where you use the coffee grains themselves to make coffee cups. And then also a good example of that too, you probably would have already, there's not like enough research done to things like that as well. Like, it's probably like really hard for the scientists to ever really get their research, because how they take 5 years to figure out something. Is that the missing link for our... No, yellow patterns. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell if that is a problem. Extra, this is getting one over here, poor dude. Oh yeah, Ollie here has turned into an adult. Okay, let's go 6 months now. Oh, he is a guy. Wow, I'm surprised he's not very protective. Usually, they eat half my food stock every time they're around. It's sitting about... I mean, I'm not going to stop them, but I guess maybe I should take some part in stopping them, but I'm a lazy person. That's sometimes how it goes. Alright, let's go with some dog bleeding. Whoops. Therefore later uses. What do we want to do? Maybe we should go YouTube. Yeah, that is a good example. I don't know if I said it. I was trying to get to it, where if you grid when it with no energy in the long run, the public postal system theory I just told you before would have probably eventually cost you cheaper, at least for electric, and then that cost will probably come back in posting. But you probably easy make a lot of that back in tax. That will always come back in the flow. But I feel like the best thing for systems, best thing for capitalism itself, or any system, I guess. I don't know. I feel like for the best thing to always do in systems that are like that depends on the economics of country is flow, where it goes back into the system, comes back out. That's the reason why capitalism isn't very sustainable, but just say it is a bit more sustainable than other systems, you know. That's the reason why, what problem we're running into, where all the, I guess, rich people tend to hang on to it. Well, like the 1% they say, or 1% they call them, tends to hang on to it, and it doesn't flow back down. Like it's meant to flow around. Oh, wrong one, never know. That's why I feel like it's meant to flow, you know, like a river. And then you get the snow up the mountains and the river goes again, you know? Type of flow. This is not a really good one, isn't it? But that's what it's meant to be, is that it comes down to your consumer. That's actually probably what such a system would be, or has to be, is that's the reason why people are acting funny about welfare is kind of silly as well. Eventually they end up back with it. Where else are they gonna put that money? I guess, some rich man's pockets. It's about the only other place they can put that money. But in theory, the government gives you money, you spend that money, or you probably spend all of it, might save some of it, but then eventually you might end up spending that money on something larger purpose. And I guess and then you spend on that larger purpose. But in capitalism, you put their money back to someone richer, probably, and not the government. So if you say the government's more involved in things, like let's say electricity, the government gives you money to support yourself on welfare, you still pay electricity, and if it's say all that goes to the government to fund the electricity, yeah, then there you go. 94, 98, and reason why capitalism itself is not being sustainable is for the idea that it always needs to grow, and that problem that you can't grow forever. You gotta stop someone on track. A tree can't. Even a tree knows that you gotta stop eventually. This one's probably a bit weird. This video. Oh. I find it so annoying when they get a bit funny about how dare we give big money to those poors. Like, it is very silly idea. That's the reason why, especially in Australia, the universal income will work in Australia probably more than how other countries are like, but in Australia I feel like it will work because the current system is a very waste of money system. Especially when the assholes came in. It made it worse. I find it so annoying because you have to do like put down these jobs that you're not even qualified to do every single month just because they want a certain number. How dare you not have your numbers up and running? Talk about encouraging toxic workplaces. And then, oh god, I guess let's not talk about the doll. That is toxic workplaces 101. The doll in Australia is basically something you have to work on if you aren't on what I am really, or you might be able to get it out of different ways, or maybe volunteering. That's something nice that you do that for the community. But now imagine, this is basically happens in Australia sometimes, believe it or not, but when you're on unemployment, you have to work for the doll, which means you get paid shit all. You get forced to do work that you don't really want to do, and then you get paid nothing. And then they go and complain about your mom. Like when I get say you pay nothing, you have to travel wherever they tell you to go, and that could be 50 miles away from where you live. Well, not exactly that many, but that can actually be far away from where you are at the moment, and you get paid more. Because you get paid shit all. You probably barely get covered the travel costs, if we're truly being honest. That's how bad it is. And these are the adults. Okay, little dude, you better start eating here, mate. I thought you would know what to do by now, young one. Get in there, teenager. Now, join. Have a snack on your belly, and the sacrifice is for you. Eat more of them. Do you understand where we are at the moment? Eat the snack. Eat, dog. Extra's coming. Big hour, we'll eat extra. Where's Ghost? Ghost, there we go. It was hiding perfectly behind the tree. Oh, I didn't see it one the other. Yeah, that's such a horrible system that they force you into doing work you don't want to do. And due to the fact that I don't have a license, I am not, or full license, I am not qualified for most jobs. That's so nice when you're trying to look for some stuff. You're a teenager, stop. I guess there's your food. Alright, mate. Here you go. I'm just forcing these guys to eat food whenever a dog does. I guess I am cool to them as well. Eat the dog. We can steal its nutrients. Hey, I guess that's a bit cool, but you do what you, mate. I want you to eat it. Oh, didn't eat too much. Eat it all. Like how this is all gone. It's just really like hungry today. Oh, what? This extra been trying to do. I guess it's more head state. Here's some brains, I guess. You all know where that was going. Doggies. It's kind of annoying. I've seen a video where someone is still stuck in the loop of unemployment, and it's kind of annoying as well if you do end up getting stuck in the loop like that. Developed scout, yeah. Yeah, don't know. Little puppy. My buddy's dying too. Well, soon. Oh no, oh god, they're all dying off. This is kind of cool, isn't it? Oh, Ghost 2. Ghost 2. The fact that I remember how the name goes is pretty cool. Get in here, mate. Time for the slaughter. Ghosts. I actually want to have to get some Wilson on the track. Yeah. I can't let you just... Hey, what are you doing, Scout? It's okay if you don't like me paying you, but you must eat the dogs. What's this one gonna be? Pillow. Yeah, sure. Let's call you Pillow. So, Pillow, time for you to have your first... Oh, I guess that one has taken it. Pillow. Good little doggy, good. Now stay around here for a little bit so you get to have your fair share. Good little puppy. I like Ghost too. Ghost 1's a bit extra more. Oh, good little doggy. I see. They finally starting to learn. Helpful. What are you doing, mate? You should be eating. You wouldn't get away with not eating. What? How darkness? Oh yeah, I gave darkness one of these old things to on track. I was thinking, yeah, darkness is old. How darkness became old, man. Unless it's about luck. I think sometimes it's a bit of luck where they're coming that old man too. Don't eat it. There you go. I tell you, you gotta eat it now, mate. Just like all dogs must eat the elders. Be part of the cult of criminals. Good little doggy. Noodles is like mine. There's extra noodle be hanging out a bit too much. I feel like, yes. Oh, good. Good little doggy, good. Now time to become an adult. And eventually have the same fate. Huh. I mean, hatch a dog missing only his front left leg. I'm confused why it has to be that specific, but okay. Ah, for the statue. God, look how big Tasto is, man. He's a big dog. Let's plant one of these seeds. Oh, bye, mate. Someone dug a hole. Don't know for you, mate, but good job if you was. There we go. And we got here more pens. We feeling like expansion is required or not? I don't know. We give them more room, more space to run around like wild dogs or not is the question. Depends on how cool the... Oh, there's some big one down here. So, I'll add a new one in. I feel like let's do that. You know what? They can have 2 more. Aren't they lucky, man? Oh, wow. Surely can have a jungle floor. And baby work. I guess we can have this one. I don't think I've got any other room. Oh, look how tiny it is. You can't see it. The boom box, man. I guess it is CB more. Wish at one point I would have weapons. It would have been weapons instead. What should we go for? I guess a jungle food down here. I should do that. So the food will spread out and physics will be like, how dare you ever do this? You're murdering me. I'm just gonna plant some trees around. They're gonna be annoying lately, just you wait. Later, they're just gonna there to annoy me. Okay, let's go build this next one. Oh wow, there's already food down here. What are we after here? This looks really weird. I'm not a big fan of that kind of graffiti. Yes, we can have some city dogs down here. Then we put this. Boom. There we go. Get that real jungle look, and then this is the city dog look, isn't it? Well, that looks very confusing. That actually looks a little bit better to have that concrete following. Well, I guess that's concrete, but to have that shaped carpet. We have the proper concrete, can't we? I don't mind the concrete. There we go. What else can we put in? I don't know why I want to do that, but I do. I guess that wouldn't make more sense. No, I'll do the concrete area. I'll do actually really small enough to stop them from running about. And stop them from going all the way through. That's the reason why I set up the tunnels the way I did, so that they wouldn't go too wild, you know? I guess I can hang around with that. Yeah, we can do angles. Hmm. I guess this one's just one and around type of one. I don't have any idea of what purpose to do for these buggers yet. Or this one yet. There we go. Oh, nothing too bad, they can get around. I wouldn't be surprised if extras doesn't take too long to explore new territory. You'd be like with random tunnels. Oh god, poor noodle. Just white dunk on top. Oh, more subtle colours. The camouflage a bit more this one's got now. Hmm. White pattern, big horns. Oh, can make the horns larger. Let's go. Oh, I should have praised him first. He was doing such a good little job. I think Scott is the name. I'm gonna call him Scout now. I don't know. Whatever comes out is the dog's name. That's a nice way. Nice thing. That sounds a bit mean, doesn't it? Don't know what extras are enough down here. Like I see something I want. Ah, that's what extra's trying to do. Play with the food. No, I knocked out Ghost first. Ghost dog. Look, Ghost Dog's getting a darker coat. Where this good doggy, alright? Get that real dark coat to you. Darkness. What are you doing, mate? Eat. Eat some food, mate. I'm a bit wonky now. I probably should have got some camel slice up and about. Actually made some Anzac cookies. I don't know if I've said that or not. Probably on Anzac Day. I used honey. It was actually pretty nice. I used honey for them before. I'm pretty sure too with the macadamia honey. This one is a different type of tree honey that I can't pronounce. Which is a bit bad on that part. I've also got tea. The tea is the bushman and the breakfast one. Going back to playing with because I never would have said name, didn't I? Let's go put more doggies in here. Darkness, blow, okay? You gotta eat, dude. Oh. Pillow will fall out. Pillow is no longer puppy pillow. Pillow is juvenile pillow. Fun. I want to someday. I would want to someday dye a bit of wool to be a real proper brown red color. Actually, I'd really like to use the local red ochre or whatever's local. You know, I want to use the go out and volunteer with some guys and pick up some work to make a pigment, then dye a bit of undyed wool, be that color, and use it for one of these little doggies. Finally, I didn't get wet. I think it's the wet ochre. It's just around there. I think specifically. Biggest problem is trying to get out there. You know, it might be a big problem as well. Still got the card hanging around. Because basically, you just go out there, do a bit of work on bushland, get away with weed, get rid of mainly weed. You know, things that a person wants to do. Because if you give it long enough, some people want to do stuff like volunteering. I once seen a statistic that unemployed people are the people who are the most likely to volunteer. I wonder why. Plus, you can't sit down and do nothing. If you met someone who's spent months doing nothing, nothing to the capitalist ideology, but literally sat there and only watched TV or maybe play games, doing those the only activities there is. I guess I make games, but I can't just sit there and play games all this time. I guess TV is a good example of you can't just sit there and watch TV and shows for that long. You will eventually get bored. It is inevitable that you get bored. Oh, poor Ghost. Where's Ghost? I need to feed from his cage. Oh, he's out. Okay. Ghost, where are you? Aww. I'm kind of confused. There's not really a house in here, but okay. Someone's got the spins in their sleep. You know how some dogs move in their sleep. There's the spins in their sleep now. Oh no, the buddy. One of them more likely to choke on the food now, just for the fun of it. You alright, bro? Looks like I've got to knock out more food hanging around. I find it's kind of annoying because I don't want big dogs, but it is one of the most effective ones to, you know, make a mass amount a bit of. Oh, because one of the doggies, I think that could have been a little extra. I didn't pay not that much attention. I got you, mate. Didn't one of these dogs go up? Oh, whoops, I picked up. Playing there for a moment. I really thought these dogs are really used guys, I don't know. Even extras, not really. Like nuts and toys. There we go. I think that fits pretty well to see. How many guys? I want you to play around with the toy. Oh! Probably should let go 7th now. Goes to. Okay, time for sleepy times, mate. Oh, darkness is just taken. Maybe the darkness wants darkness back, I don't know. I actually don't mind these colours in here. I'm wondering if these colours were muted a bit, you know? Desaturated as it's called. I guess that's the one phrasing still for what I wanted to say. Oh, buddy. Eat something, mate? Turn on darkness. Darkness is once a young puppy who really likes looking at the top of the ceiling. Oh, Needle's getting out as well. There you go. Looks like those two the one I'm giving a lot of attention to. Really? Oh, I didn't realize. Nah, Needle, didn't realize Needle would have died. Oh, like we've already got Ghost Dog already in here. Get in it. Why would you helpful? I guess helpful can stay there. Oh, no, helpful is decided to come. Have to get the young ones eat. Good little buggers. Good, I've trained them well. They're lucky that you can't get too aggressive with each other. Oh, we're lucky they can't get too aggressive, as the same. Probably should put them away. Oh, there's more down here. Somehow they're all landing down here. Oh, my wins intentions with this, so I get a more of a dark coloration of a dog. No, don't want to come? You want to come down here? Knock off some of this dirt? Oh, it's one back. He's like, no, I don't want it. Oh, yes, this is perfection. I see. Oh, we still need that. I wonder what that is. Good job, mate. Yeah, I gotta make you into older dog. Oh, helpful is still up here. Oh, what happened there? Woo, helpful! Your halation needs to be the opposite, but I like that brown. Helpful just became a recent, fresh, new adult in town. Oh, we're about to get two new adults coming in. Oh no, darkness! Darkness is about to fall. Goodbye. So, your name's life now. Come and eat everything. Puppy was born. and blood. Oh, how dare you disobey me. Wow, I'm really getting that cult feel about it, isn't it? Cauldron helpful. Hmm. Oh, that's over 2 hours now. Tiny. Yeah, let's go with that. Tiny, get in there. So Tiny isn't really tiny. Just to get out of here. The young ones need to eat. Oh, good. Tiny knows what's up. I have to leave my mark, won't I? Tiny's is like mine. Don't eat the dogs. Good little Tiny. Good little Tiny. Puppy Yoke is good boy too. Let's get these two. Ooh, this is one of complete darkness. I like what we can get out ghosts. Oh, it's a bit dark for ghosts. This ghost gets bigger, and it becomes a little bit harder. Oh, bad for ghosts, I guess. Hello, the teenager. I'll save off from there before anything really happens. I hope you enjoyed that one. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Have a nice day, and I'm Redcollarwolf. Now out. Thanks for watching. See you next time. I said it again, oh well.